Guys, that's kind of where I'm at with this, right? Like, there were a lot of different ways that you could have looked at what was happening in that second half. The Jets were well in control. To start, please put your computer on mute there.
I'm trying to pull up the stats because we never had the stat sheet.
The Jets were well in control of this game, up by 20 at halftime. And then once the Commanders made the switch to Jacoby Brissett, all went the other way.
I told you.
You did say that. All went the other way. And again, in a vacuum, it would have been a terrible loss. Long-term health of the franchise. I know there are a lot of people out there probably rooting for the loss. But again, at the end of the day, the special teams, which has been the one consistent part of this team really from start to finish, comes through with Greg Zuerlein, the 54-yard field goal.
And I think that's one thing that you can build around. You can say, hey, that the Jets have an elite special team unit, and it came through to save the day again. When they got it inside it, I had no doubts about that Greg Zuerlein will come through. We've seen, everything that he's done for this team this year. He's kept them in games. The games that they've won has been because of outstanding punting and outstanding field goal kicking, and also return game as well. So, I think the unsung hero and the MVP of this season, in my opinion, is the special teams unit. And when they put that, who's the MVP of the season, they put that on that wall outside of the front door where the players go in. I think it should read, the 3 special team players of Brett Boyer as the special team coach, because he's led a tremendous unit and guys have bought in. And, so often we see, kickers miss that kick.
Yeah.
Greg DeLege has been consistent. He's a veteran. He's not going to get rattled. And, it was interesting. It was, to the left a little bit, but, I had no doubts about it. It was going to go through.
Yeah, I mean, the positives, they figured it out and they found the way to win. It wasn't pretty, but I think part of me feels like the audacity to let your foot off the gas and kind of just take it easy in the second half to allow yourself in a damn dogfight late in the game. I'm just like, who do you think you are, So I was excited because we got a heavy dose of Breece Hall and things started moving great. And I'm like, okay, they got some pride. I talked about playing for the name on the back of your jersey and obviously in the front. But it's, it comes to a point where, I say it's happened time. You got to be able to match your opponent's intensity through all 4 quarters. Yeah. You can't come out the second half and be like, all right, let's get ready for Christmas, while Washington is still scrapping and fighting. So they got the dub. That's all you can say. And, Merry Christmas.
Right, some things to learn on from that second half. They stopped tackling the Jets. They really taking your foot off the gas is the perfect way to put it. The intensity was not the same. And let's be honest, in the first half, and the Jets were due for some breaks. They really were. But the Crowder fumble where he threw the ball up in the air, the interception from Tony Adams was on a pass that was right in the tight end's hands and just bounced to him. So the Jets caught some breaks in the first half, and the way you capitalize on those is to score touchdowns. So I think there's a lot they can learn from this game. Capitalize off your turnovers, and then also keep your foot on the gas in the second half. And I didn't see that today.
But remember what I said before the preseason started, before the pregame started. I said Jacoby Brissett would be the perfect backup for Aaron Rodgers, and he showed you in the second half why that's the case. He's a professional. He comes in, and I don't know how much the Jets took their foot off the gas, other than Jacoby Brissett is a professional quarterback, and he knows how to go with the football.
Sure.
From the defensive side. Now the offense really was, living off of,
the first half points.
Yeah, first half points.
Lackadaisical. I thought Rodriguez, the young rookie running back from Kentucky on Washington, broke at least 10 tackles today. That's what I'm talking about. Brissett was great, but when he turns around and hands the ball to a guy and the second, third, and fourth guy doesn't tackle him, that's what I have a problem with. So it's good. The Jets need to learn how to win, and they need to learn how to win under Robert Saleh, because it was announced this morning from Woody Johnson that he's coming back, and there's a lot of young players that'll be here next year. They need to learn how to win too. So that's the good. But when you go back and watch the film in the second half from them, there's a lot they're going to learn, because next year you're going to be in a hell of a lot of dogfights like this in the second half, and there's a lot of concerns to me today.
Yeah,